For as long as we have been designing software, one assumption has always been true. The human does the work, the software simply helps. Every screen, button, or every user flow was designed around that idea. But AI just broke that assumption because now the human isn't always the one doing the work anymore, but the AI is. And if the AI is doing that work, then our job as a designer completely changes. And one concept sits right here at the center of this shift that everyone is talking about nowadays is looping. Most of people are talking about this as an AI feature, but I think designers should think about it as a new design pattern. And let me show you why. For as long as Now let's understand this with one simple task, booking a flight. Now, if we talk about a traditional software, how it will do. You search for the flights, you compare the options, apply filters, you choose one, and you pay. Every action depends on you. How did you interact with the software? And software simply responds to that. That means a human software, right? So, this is how we have designed products for decades. But what if I talk about today's AI? Now imagine using an AI assistant. You type something, let's say you type, find me the cheapest morning flight to Delhi next weekend. The AI searches and gives you the answer, and that's definitely smarter. You notice something, it still happens once. Ask, answer, done. So that means what? The highlight will be of that is human AI result. Now imagine the same request but with the looping. You ask once, the AI searches about it, it realizes that prices are unusually high. It checks nearby airports, compare different airlines, looks for the connecting flights, wait for the better prices, search again, compares again, maybe even ask, do you like to save 3000 rupees if I shifted your departure by 2 hours? It keeps working until it believes that it has reached the best possible outcome. You didn't repeat yourself, the AI repeated the work. And that's looping. And here's where things get interesting. Most people think that looping is an engineering concept. I don't. I think it's a UX concept because someone has to decide that how many times should the AI retry? When should it stop? What should it tell the user while it's working? When should it ask for the permissions? When should it involve a human? None of these questions are about code. They are about the experience, which means they are design decisions. So that means we have still a job to do. Hey, hey. Traditional UX was mostly about designing interfaces. AI product forces us to design behavior. And think about it. You're no longer asking where should this button go. You're asking what should the AI do the next? And that's completely a different design problem. And once you start noticing looping, you can't unsee it. Let's take few examples. First is, let's say, customer support. A customer asks for a refund. AI checks payment history, verify company's policies, detect missing information if there is any, request for clarifications, check again, escalate only if confidence is low. And that's looping. Now let's take another example of hiring. Now imagine applying for a job and AI reads the job description, tailors your resume, write a cover letter, review both, and find weak points in that. Improve them and reviews again before you showing you the final draft. That's what looping. Let's take another example of healthcare. Imagine an AI helping a doctor. It analyzes symptoms, suggests possible diagnosis, and requests one more test because confidence is low. Updates the diagnosis, check medication interactions, only then recommends a treatment plan. And that's looping too. If you notice something here that we talk about different industries, but the design pattern stays same. And once you If you are designing an AI product today, Start asking questions like these. What are the goals? How does the AI know it's making progress? What should it remember? How many retries are acceptable for that AI? What happens if every retry fails? When should it stop? When should the user take the control? What should the user see while all of this is happening? Because that's the new interface, not the screen, the behavior. Now, looping is powerful, but bad looping creates a terrible experiences. Endless retries, repeating the same mistake again and again, asking identical questions. No progress updates, no exit strategy, no human fallback. Users don't care about whether your AI model is Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT 6.8, whatever it is. If they don't trust what's doing, they won't use it. And trust is design. And here's my biggest takeaway on this. For years, designers have designed interaction, but the next generation of designers, I believe, will be designing intentions. And we don't want just design what users click. We will be designing how intelligent systems think, recover, retry, and collaborate. And looping is one of the first building blocks of doing that in future. And in fact, it's just the beginning. In the next few videos, I want to go beyond the theory and actually show you how looping changes the real product decisions. I'll break down the products that already use this pattern and maybe even redesign few parts of my own case study that is Setu. So you may check it out if you didn't saw it. Link is in the description. Because learning AI tool is useful, but learning how AI products should behave, that's what will separate great designers from everyone else. And if this video changed the way you think about AI, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Namaskara.